I think I liked how we were able to win different ways in the series. That was something that I think over the course of the year that we discussed. We need to be able to play when the conditions are a little muckier. We can obviously play when the game is wide open. We've shown that. But there was not a lot of space. So in game one, it felt like we had to win playing a lot of the game in a very tight checking, not a lot of space. Game two, there was a little more. We won that game in overtime on a power play, and then second game was a 3-2 win. Maybe there was a bit more space for us, and then I think getting later in the series, the dynamics started to shift, and so I think that we were able to show that we can win different ways was probably one of the main key takeaways for me. I was happy with the way the group handled themselves through the ups and downs. In the first two games, like I said, they were very tight. And so I thought the way that we were just really composed and going into overtime, there's, that's why you get the type of players that we do. And even when the stakes, the stakes are always high, but even when the pressure got on, I thought, especially even in the third period of the fourth game, I thought our players gave so I did some of their best work when the pressure got going.
And looking forward to the second round matchup, of course, that being the Brooks Bandits. You have some experience in the playoffs against the Bandits. What's your expectation level coming into the second round?
They turn over a lot of players every year that have been on teams that they've won with. So they're comfortable in these types of situations as well. So for the reasons why we want to recruit guys that have a history of winning, they are returning guys that have not only won there, but they've been a part of the group that did it the year before. And so that's that's a credit to them. They're able to do that. They've put themselves in position year after year that they're able to capitalize on those feelings and memories that players have, and they're able to help will them through tough times. It's going to be a really tough series. It's been tight games when we've played them. When I watch it back, at times I don't know if I gave enough credit to how tight it really was at the time. And just as we've gone through it, getting ready for this series, they defend really hard. Really competitive team, and again, it's going to be a dogfight. There's not going to be a lot of space out there, and that's one round was good, and it just gets harder and harder, and so looking forward to it though.
And just my last question here for you, Brennan. Obviously, an extended break due to the Crusaders sweeping in the first round. What's been the preparation looking like in obviously preparation for the Bandits in round two?
The biggest thing for the Crusaders is that we have to play our game. That's the game that we know the best. We don't make a lot of changes to the opponent. I mean, I think at times you have to lean into a certain part of your game and lean on that just a little bit more, just due to the way the opponent's style or personnel is set up, whatever the case may be. But I think when it really boils down to it, it always comes back to we have to play our game. That's what we train every day, all year to do. And then the preparation, we've been in the gym, lots of training. We do, try to not give them any days off if possible, or very rarely. And so they've hung out together and done some things away from the rink. And then when we've been here in the rink with our equipment on, we've been working. And it's all about playing our game. There's always going to be some things that you're considering when playing the opponent, and things, like I said, that you want to lean into. But as far as the way that I coach this team and the way that that we talk about winning and habits in the room, it always comes back to what do we do best, what do we know best. And that's the things that we're going to be able to lean into best when it gets really tight, is the things that we're most familiar with. And so sticking with what has really been the identity of our team all year will continue to be so throughout the playoffs. And it's not to say that the opponent isn't just going to allow you to do that, but I think when you're searching for solutions, that's what you're most used to. And I think Sam and Arm made game 1 and 2 very difficult for us to do that. It's going to get even more difficult. So the opponent isn't always allowing you to do that. There's a little bit of a tug of war where they're pulling you towards them and you're trying to pull the game towards you. And I think, over the course of the series, it could always shift one way or the other and you got to get it back. And so, but I mean, I think when I watch, even in the NHL, I think when I watch some of the teams win, it's the teams that have done a good job of sticking to their identity. At least that's the way I see it.